Hi, this is Jim West. I'm with Carolina Varsity, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my way too early top 25 for the 3A classification for 2017. And on this one, I'm going to be doing positions 7 through 13. Number 7 on my list is Southern Nash. Southern Nash, they won their conference. I believe they won it last year. I believe they beat Rocky Mount only to lose in the playoffs to so it's I think Southern Nash has got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They do move the ball really well. They have a good defense. I saw them play a few years ago as a very young team, and a lot of these freshmen and sophomores are now juniors and seniors on that team. And I like their coach and staff. I think it's a very well coached team. And Southern Nash, they right now they might be the leading contender for the 3A crown. Being that the top six teams earlier on are all going to looks like they're going to all be 3 AA. Number 8 I have is Havelock. They lost Jim Bob Bryant. He won 3 state championships with Havelock. I believe it was I think it was 2011 through 2013. Then they lost to Crest in 2014 in the state championship game. When you lose a quality coach like Jim Bob Bryant, most programs are going to struggle. I think they hired a tremendous coach. Caleb King, he did wonders at East Carteret, and to be honest with you, I think he's going to do wonders at Havelock. I think it's going to be a very good transition. Is it going to be seamless? Most transitions are not seamless, but I think Havelock is a team you better watch out for. They're going to be able to move the ball, and they play really good defense, and is a well-coached team. And they're, from what I've gathered from the information I've seen, they're going to be a very strong team. So look out for Havelock. Number 9, I do have Western Alamance. Got to give a shout out to my friend Fred Gailey, who has been a big Western Alamance follower over the years, and really good fella. And I get a lot of my information from Fred. I do like Western Alamance this coming year. The problem they've had in the past is when it comes to playoff times, they seem to end up meeting a team that's just has their number. And I remember a couple of years ago they beat Moorhead in the regular season. I was actually at that game. Beat them by about 2 or 3 scores. I think it was 3 scores, only to lose to them in the playoffs. Western Alamance is a well coached team, and they should be fine this coming season. And they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Number 10, and this is a team that probably underperformed last year, and who has a lot of talent, is Southern Durham. I like their coaching staff quite a bit. I saw them play Cardinal Gibbons last year, and when I saw them play at the time, I was like, golly, Southern Durham's just not playing a good game. But found out later on that Cardinal Gibbons, especially that running attack, was just phenomenal, and it Southern Durham had trouble adjusting. Then they ended up losing the Hillside, which a lot of people lose the Hillside. Probably the shocker last year is when they lost overwhelmingly to Orange. They lost by about 5 or 6 scores. So I do think Darius Robinson has this team going to have a chip on their shoulder. Darius is a friend of mine, and I look forward to seeing him this upcoming season and proving that I'm right. Don't be surprised if you see Southern Durham really make some heads roll this coming season. Number 11 is Eastern Guilford. This is one of the best coached teams in the state, regardless of classification. My sources have told me that their head coach was approached by Page and decided not to take that offer, which I don't know if it's true or not. I'll be honest with you. I think he's making the right decision if it is true. Eastern Guilford is just a really good team. They went to the 3 AA state championship last year. They know how to move the ball. They've graduated a lot of players, but I still think this is a team that's more of a we don't rebuild, but we reload. Keep an eye out for Eastern Guilford this coming season. Number 12, my friends over in Kannapolis are going to be happy with my pick on that. It's A.L. Brown. I don't think A.L. Brown's just going to win the Southern Piedmont Conference. I think they're going to have a pretty good run in the playoffs also. They will be 3 AA, and their biggest competition to me is not Concord. It's going to be J.M. Robinson. J.M. Robinson is going to be a really good squad, which we'll talk about in a later clip. But A.L. Brown, I have him down as number 12, and we shall see if the Wanderers can win another state championship. It's been a little bit too long for them. Number 13, some people gave me slack about them, but I'm going to pick them anyway. T.C. Robertson, I think they're just as good as any team in the mountains, regardless of classification. I think this is a team that's going to show what a good veteran team, a very well coached team is going to do. So, anyway, this is Jim West with Carolina Varsity, and thank you so much for listening to me.